Welcome to my channel. I'm Jackie Angiello, second generation Western Chicago suburbs realtor based in Wheaton, Illinois, and CEO of the Jackie Angiello Group with Keller Williams Premier Properties. I'm a 13-year industry veteran and top producer in the Chicago suburbs, raising my 3 kids in my childhood neighborhood in Wheaton, Illinois. Working with a local expert is so important so that you don't miss out on opportunities as a buyer or leave money on the table as a seller. There are nuances about towns, sometimes block by block, that a non-local agent wouldn't know. As a Western Chicago suburbs agent, I do not pretend to be an expert in cities like Arlington Heights, Frankfort, Highland Park, Winnetka, or downtown Chicago. I'm not familiar with those cities, and that's okay. I am, however, an expert in the Wheaton, Illinois area and surrounding cities. As an expert in Wheaton, Illinois, I'd like to bring to your attention that there are some slivers of surrounding cities that actually feed into Wheaton School District 200, but don't have a Wheaton address. You can get a great deal sometimes buying in these under-the-radar areas, but also benefit from top-rated Wheaton schools and amenities. The first section of a neighboring town you need to know about that actually feeds into Wheaton schools are these areas of Winfield, Illinois. One is the Klein Creek neighborhood, and the other is east of County Farm Road, west of Pleasant Hill Road, off of Jewel Road. In these sections of Winfield, Illinois, you can get a better price tag than Wheaton, but it feeds into District 200 Pleasant Hill Elementary. Here is an example of a home that I sold for $915,000, and if it were in a similar neighborhood with a Wheaton address, it would have absolutely sold for significantly more. Other subdivisions to note with Winfield addresses but Wheaton schools are Churchill Woods, Winfield Prairie, and Silverwood Glen. Next, this area of Carroll Stream also feeds into District 200 Pleasant Hill Elementary, but has a Carroll Stream address. Here are 2 stunning homes that I sold in the past 12 months or so, and my buyers love it here and benefited from a lower price than if these exact homes were inside of Wheaton borders. These neighborhoods are called Wheaton Ridge and James Place. If you are looking for luxury for less and like to be surrounded by some iconic landmarks and preserves, such as the Morton Arboretum and the Donata Horse Farm, Leask Lane might be the perfect fit. This area has a Lyle address, and half of it feeds into Wheaton District 200, with Lincoln Elementary, Edison Middle, and Wheaton Warrenville South High School. 2 examples of subdivisions that have a Lyle address but Wheaton schools are Edgebrook and Corporate Woods. Here are some homes that I have sold here in the past. Lastly, here's an area that has a Naperville address but feeds into Wheaton schools. The new Pulte single-family subdivision called Naper Commons has a Naperville address and actually feeds into Whittier Elementary in Wheaton. And one street to the north called Fairmeadow also feeds into Whittier with a Naperville address. Here is a home I sold in Naper Commons in 2024 for $775,000. All in all, working with a local expert matters, and without local knowledge, you'd probably not know that these areas actually feed into Wheaton schools without the higher price tag. If you or anyone you know are looking to connect with a realtor in the Western Chicago suburbs, my contact information is below. Don't hesitate to reach out and click the subscribe button below to see all of my upcoming videos. See you next time.